Hello, dear friends. I welcome you to this episode on 4 ways to practice Zen in daily life. The word Zen comes from the Chinese word Shan, that literally means meditation. Zen is a branch of Buddhist philosophy that was supposed to be propagated by the great Bodhidharma. Before I go ahead, I wish to make it clear to the viewers that I am not exploring the historical facts and information about Zen in this video. This video is about understanding the core spirit of Zen and how we can practice it in our daily life. Thich Nhat Hanh, one of the most popular and dearly loved Zen monks of our times, describes Zen in the most brief and simplest way possible. He says, smile, breathe, and go slowly. If we can introspect deeply on these words and follow them in daily life, we never even need to read another book on Zen, because at the end of the day, all that matters is to smile, breathe, and going slowly. But for now, I'll remain true to my word. And so now I am moving on to explore 4 ways to practice Zen in daily life. Let's begin. Number 1. Avoid multitasking. The state of Zen is not about dragging yourself or running around with 1,000 tasks in your hand. A few years ago, there was a huge hype about multitasking, as if it was a superhuman ability. Over the time, we have come to realize that 2 things happen quite obviously when we multitask. Either the quality of our performance falls while distributing our limited energy and attention to all the tasks, or if we strive and struggle to keep up the quality by putting in more effort and energy, we may be able to perform the task successfully, but the entire act drains our mind and body in drastic ways. So the best approach is to focus on one thing at a time. Do one thing at a time mindfully. Doing one thing at a time is to be mentally and physically active in a balanced and comfortable manner. If you are cooking, just cook. If you're reading, just read. If you're having a bath, enjoy the cool sensation of water on your body. Number 2, be mindful. To be mindful means to stay present in the moment, in the here and now, with our conscious awareness. Suppose while you are reading, at the back of your mind you are thinking about your weekend plans. After reading a few lines, suddenly you grab your phone and start scrolling through your mails. In a few minutes, you feel distracted and pop, you remember you were reading and you start reading again. This mindset, this way of living is affecting us by making our mind more restless. We have difficulty focusing. We become prone to anxiety, stress, and even anger. Here, being mindful does not just mean to do one thing at a time, but doing it with our attention and involvement. Doing it completely and definitely not in a state of hurry. This improves the quality of your work, your overall way of being by default, and your mind also remains in a balanced state. Number 3, declutter your life and create space. To declutter your life means to get rid of unwanted stuff at all levels. It can be clearing up your room, striking off the unnecessary activities from your to-do list, or staying away from those people and situations that give you a headache. My uncle once related to me how as a young boy, his greatest desire was to buy his own car when he grew up. Later on, as a young man, when he got a stable job, he had a change of mind. My uncle by nature has always been a light-hearted, easygoing fellow. He told me that when he was making serious plans about buying a car, it suddenly dawned on him that he was afraid of driving. So he needed to hire a driver. He didn't have a garage, so he needed to rent somewhere. He needed to get the papers and license done to perfection. He had to readjust his finances for the maintenance and upkeep of the car. Whenever the car would suffer the slightest damage, which is too common on Indian roads, he would have to get it repaired, and there were the taxes and fines to pay. So my uncle said that he asked himself, was all this really that urgent and necessary? Because he lived in a city where getting a cab or hiring a car was no big deal. Ultimately, he never bought a car. See, I give this example not to highlight if a car is important in your life or not. Your life situations and requirements may be absolutely different. Here, the fundamental idea is to keep our life simple as much as possible. To add too many people and things into our life comes with a whole lot of responsibilities that may not be necessary at all. Create empty space in the middle of people and things, which is basically an act of balance. This mindset lies in the heart of Zen. If you can keep your life simple, you can stay away from bothering yourself with unnecessary people and things. Number 4, relax and meditate. Some people are very allergic to the idea of sitting down to meditate. But know this, that if you can train yourself to meditate, even if it is for a few minutes in the beginning, you'll gradually come to realize that it was, after all, the best thing you could do for your mind and soul. Knowing when to stop, taking a break, going slowly, to find the time to relax, meditate. These are typically Zen habits, a way of living that nourishes the mind, body, and soul. A living that is completely opposed to the idea of chasing your dreams in a mad race. Questions may arise, then shall I not be hardworking? Shall I not set targets? I have duties and responsibilities to fulfill. See, here you need to observe closely how your mind functions to find an answer. A mind that is restless, anxious, and stressed can never impart that quality to a work that a peaceful, meditative mind can. A centered, balanced, and meditative mind can turn out with brilliant ideas and unique insights that hold the potential to change the entire course of your destiny. On the other hand, the idea of living a Zen life seems to be a luxury to many. We live with this idea, I'll fix all my responsibilities first. Then I'll have the time to relax and meditate. Finishing off all your tasks someday is like a dog chasing its own tail. For how many of us does that day arrive? But if you create space for Zen in your life, right here, right now, then you are aligning yourself with the mental frequency of peacefulness and balance that slowly gets reflected in all other areas of your life. Gautama Buddha says, your outer world is the reflection of your inner world. Trying to sort out all your responsibilities and then finding the time to meditate is like putting the cart before the horse. When you sort it out in your head, with the right mindset, the right ways of living, then the causes of your worries are naturally taken care of. So, living a Zen life is not a luxury or a utopian idea. If we can add these simple steps of Zen into our life, then our life can become more meaningful and enriching in ways that no other fulfillment of material desires can bring about. I hope you found this discussion insightful. I'll be back with new episodes on mental and emotional well-being very soon. Till then, dear friends, take good care of your body and take very good care of your mind. Have a wonderful day.